Man. What's up, Joanna? How you doing? Dang, we got 4 people in here already. It's only been like 30 seconds. What's up, y'all? Sorry, I've been away for a little bit. I know it's been a while since I did one of these, but I just got off work early. Got sent home early, actually. It's not my fault, though. The cafe. That's what's up. Appreciate it, Total Tech. My Cash App is Valiant Thor 99. What's up, Tommy? Hey, Noel. What's up? How you doing? So yeah, I don't think I told you guys this yet, but last week, last week I worked 3 days. We worked Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The week before that, we got shut down. Somebody flipped a dump truck over, and they weren't even going to shut us down for that, but they called like a massive safety meeting, right? And it's dark when we get to work. It's pitch black out still. We start work at 5:20 a.m. And so they call this safety meeting. I shouldn't have this shirt on. This is one of my old shirts from back in my previous life. But anyway, they uh, they called this safety stand down mass safety meeting, and some dude walked off from the safety meeting and like stepped in a hole and twisted his knee. So they're like, "All right, you're shut down for a week." So they shut our job down. I went out to East Tennessee and rode the tail of the dragon on my motorcycle, which was something that had been on my bucket list ever since I was in prison. Like that was one of those things that I said if I ever get my life back, I'm gonna do that. I think I've done everything on my bucket list except for maybe go to Bonnaroo. And I don't think I want to pay $500 to go to Bonnaroo because I don't want to be around all those people, all that many people anyway. But so yeah, we came back from work last Wednesday, and they were like, if there's any more incidents, everybody's fired, pretty much. So today, we were almost done. You know, we get off at like 4:20, perfect time to get off work. Um, but anyway, I'm coming back from. I got like one or two more loads to get, and there's another dump truck like off the road. It wasn't like one of our trucks. I mean, it kind of was one of our trucks, but it wasn't one of our company people. It was a subcontractor that works for us. So nobody knows if our job is about to get like we might all be fired. We don't know yet. I guess we'll find out sometime between now and in the morning. But anyway, I got home early and I was like, I'm gonna make a YouTube video or I'm gonna go live and say what's up. You guys see I got some new weapons. Like my shield back there, that's bomb as hell, ain't it? Check out this new axe. Hey Deb, what's up? I know it's been too long, right? Yep, that's pretty sweet, huh? Handmade, hand carved, hand forged. I got my best friend Fred one too. We got matching bro axes. And I got some more stuff, but I put it in Fred's shop for sale. I'm gonna turn in his tattoo shop into an axe store. I'm selling these, but not this one because this one's for me. Right? Ain't that cool? I wish I had my other stuff. Um, I have some badass knives too, and I have more axes. Like I said, but I put them in Fred's tattoo shop in a glass case. Oh yeah, it's super sharp for sure. That's a 6 carat sapphire in his eye. And that says Till Valhalla. I got a table and some chairs too. My little stool. That's what I'm sitting on right now. Um. So yeah, we got sent home like an hour, or I don't know what time. What time is it right now? It's 3:30. So yeah, over an hour early, about an hour and a half, 2 hours early, because I don't even know how this dude did this. He was like, it don't make no sense at all. The dude was like turned the wrong way in the road and like backed off in the ditch in the middle of the highway. So the only explanation I can think of was that the guy like tried to turn around in the middle of the highway and backed off in the ditch, which I don't know why he would do that and not just go up and drive in somewhere and turn around. Thank you, Sleepy Exotics. Um, yeah, I should be up there working out right now. I got the top of this boat like turned into a home gym. Um, now just I need a. I'm gonna keep on until I sink this boat, putting too much stuff on it. But I'm gonna get one of those like universal dumbbells that you can go from like 15 to 55 pounds. But anyway, yeah. So the guy, well, pretty much like so we don't know. We don't. I don't know yet. Like it's like it's up to the TVA. Um, so you probably missed this part where. So you remember like when that lady said I like saved her life and everything because I got her out the seatbelt that was crushing her because she had flipped over the truck, and coincidentally the guy that was off the road today was in that exact same spot. But anyway, they didn't shut us down for that. Then another guy flipped the truck. They didn't shut us down for that. Baby, she's good. She's sitting right here at my feet. I mean, her skin is still all crusty and she bleeds all over my house, but she's alive. I think she's happy. Are you happy, BB? Okay, cool. Um, but they didn't even shut us down when the second dude flipped the dump truck over. But they called it like a mass safety stand down. So the whole company had to go and go to a safety meeting, and they said if there's any more incidents or accidents, like the job is over. Like they're gonna fire everybody and bring somebody else in here. Uh, so today I'm coming back, and there was somebody. I've been working there since April, and but yeah, some dude was like off the road. He didn't flip the dump truck, but he was like backed off the road, like down in a ditch with his two front tires hanging up off the edge of the road. So they had to shut the whole highway down. They sent everybody home. So we don't know if they're gonna shut the job down or what, because it's not somebody with. It's a subcontractor that my company hired. It's another dump truck driver, but he's hauling something else. Like he's not employed directly with who I work for, but he's a subcontractor for us. So we don't know if we're all about to lose our jobs or what. I guess que sera, sera, right? What's good with you guys? I was on JD Delay's live last night. He said what's up to me. It's pretty cool. He said he don't know when my interview's coming out that he did. And I mean, I get it. Like, that dude's super busy. He's putting out 1 million videos a day. And he's been putting out like Struggle Jennings videos and been messing with that Jason Vukovic, the Alaskan Avenger. I'm about to put JD on to Clark Fredericks' story. I know JD's going to love that. Clark Fredericks might even watch this because I think he watches this YouTube channel. But Clark, man, you know, I always say, like, if it weren't for Joe Guerrero, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. Well, you could probably say the same thing for Clark Fredericks, because I never really even thought about doing this, but I saw Clark on Soft White Underbelly. Yeah. That's JD, the one that's always yelling. Maybe I should start yelling. Maybe I would get millions of subscribers. And I don't even want to put his business out there like that. But like, when I met him in person, he was like, "I'm not trying to flex, bro, but look," and he's getting it, man. Like, I'll just leave it at that. He's doing really well for himself. And he's like, I'm going to wave as you pass me right on by. I'm just like, yeah, I would be happy if I could make 20% of what you're doing right now. But what else was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Clark. So Clark was on Soft White Underbelly. And I had heard of Soft White Underbelly because my older brother had showed my dad this video of like these inbred people in West Virginia called the Whitakers. And if you guys haven't seen that, like, it's really sad, but it's crazy. Like, you wouldn't believe that is real, but it's really real. You know, people do live like that. But anyway, so I was familiar with Soft White Underbelly because of that, the Whitaker family, because my dad showed it to me and my brother had showed it to my dad. Well, I'm friends with Clark on Facebook, and I'm like, I don't even go on Facebook like that. Like, I don't like scroll through my feed, but you know, sometimes when I open it up, like, I'll just see like the top one, you know what I mean? Right. Oh, you talking about Ray. Yeah, it's pretty wild stuff. Yep. Well, there's a bunch of videos with the Whitakers. Anyway, I saw that Clark was on that show, Soft White Underbelly. As I just happened to so I'm like, I messaged him and I was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm not sure who Daniel is. Is he one of the Whitakers, or is he one, like, he's got so many videos, like, that dude's, he got all kinds of stuff." And then, but I messaged Clark and I was like, "Hey, do you think that guy would want to like talk to me? You think he would be interested in hearing my story?" And he's like, "Okay, yeah, I think I might know who you're talking about, Daniel, the dude that, like, he was like a rapist, right?" I don't care if YouTube don't like that word. That's crazy how you can't say rapist, you can't say sex, you can't say sexual, you can't say abuse. Like, you gotta. It's like they're probably shutting me down right now. Um, yeah, probably because I just said rape. Um, but yeah, I think maybe that's the guy that like raped his mom or some wild crazy story. But anyway, I'm sorry guys. Like, I got this boat internet, this cell phone internet. Um, hopefully it fixes itself. I'll give it a second. Um, so I got this thing here. Okay, sweet. I don't know if this will fix it or not because I have cellular internet. So if I have a stronger cellular signal, I'm thinking that I'll have maybe this will fix it. but I have to get a battery, like a car battery, to hook that thing up to. And then I have to put it on a trickle charger so the car battery never dies. But yeah, that's one of my projects I'm about to get done. Hopefully I'm still good. Can you guys still hear me? Hey, what's up? Pafishin? How do you say that? Pafishin? Um, am I still good? Can you guys hear me? So if you can hear me, I'm just gonna keep talking, I guess. All right, sweet. So I messaged Clark and I was like, hey, do you think that guy would want to talk to me? He's like, yeah, his email address is in the description of the video. So I clicked on it. Boom, I sent this dude an email, told him who I was. Like 5 minutes later, my phone rang and it was like, Jacob. And I'm like, yeah, who's this? I totally was not even expecting this dude to call me. And he's like, this is Mark Leda with Soft White Underbelly. Did you just email me? And I was like, yeah. And so he's like, send me a 15-second video clip of you speaking. So I'm like, all right. And I did that. And I was like, basically just send him a 15-second clip. Like, yeah, this is me, 15 seconds. And then he's like, okay. And he called me back and I started to kind of tell him about my story. And he stopped me. He's like, oh, okay, stop. He said, I'm sold. He said, I've heard all I need to hear. Like, we'll do the rest on camera. And so anyway, like that, then like I didn't talk to him for like 9 months or something. And I just was like, okay, well, he just ghosted me. I guess he decided for whatever reason he didn't want to talk to me no more. And so I was riding around at work listening to YouTube, and the After Prison show came up. Like I never even heard of it before, but it just popped up and started playing, while I was driving. So I started listening to it, and I was like, I bet this dude would want to talk to me. So I got Joe Guerrero's email, and I emailed him, and he emailed, or I think he called me right then or texted me or something, and was like, yeah, let's do it ASAP. Like, what are you doing next week? And I'm like, nah, nothing. So that's how I even. And then when I talked to Joe, he was like, oh, you got to start your own YouTube channel, bro. He's like, people are going to mess with you super tough. And so if you've already got your own channel, when they see your interviews, you'll have somewhere for people to subscribe to. So I was just like, all right. So I did. I started a YouTube channel, and now here I am. So, it's been a little bit since I talked to Joe. I get the last time I talked to him, I think it was like a month ago, and he had made some TikToks. He called me and he's like, dude, your shit is blowing up on TikTok. He's like, he put like 4 videos, and like the first one he posted got like 160,000 views in like a few hours or overnight or something like that. And he's like, I want to do another interview with you. He's like, let's do something next week. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. And I like Joe too. And then when I did the Ian Big thing, Ian was like, hey man, I hooked you up with the JD interview. He's like, maybe you could return the favor. He's like, everybody's asking to get him on my show for me to interview him. So I was like, yeah, I could probably make it happen. So I guess that was the last time I talked to Joe. I told him, I was like, hey man, Ian Bick wants to interview you. And Joe was like, yeah, I don't want to do any interviews right now. So yeah, I guess that was like a month ago. Well, I'm glad all you guys are here. My boat got cleaned today. My housekeeper, she's awesome. I'm trying to like organize, because it's small in here. So I bought some like a little portable closet deal on Temu. But I haven't got it yet. But so some guy ran off the road today. Some subcontractor that works for us. He's not one of our company people. But he's hired. He's subcontracted through my company, and we just had a big safety stand down meeting. We just got shut down for a week, like 2 weeks ago. Like last week, I only worked 3 days because we were off from Tuesday to Tuesday. So I went riding my motorcycle for like a week straight. Yeah, we had this big safety meeting, and they're like, if there's any more incidents, it's all over. Like we are all going to be looking for another job. So today, it's almost the end of the day. You know, I got like 1 or 2 more loads to get. Oh yeah, I know. My brother just went out to Texas, and if I want, I could go out there with my brother and work in Texas. No problem. Like the job's just starting, so this would, I guess, if I got to look for another job, this would be a good time for it. But I kind of like being in Tennessee. Really, I like being close to my family. You know, I think I've been out on this boat like 6 months, and that's one reason why I don't have much free time myself. Like I get home from work at like 4:30, take a shower, make some, take my dog out, take a shower, make me something to eat. Try not to have to go to the grocery store if I don't have to, but sometimes I got to go to the grocery store. But I got like at like 7 o'clock or 6:30, I got to take some Benadryl just so that I could get a good night's sleep. I drive a dump truck. I'm a Teamster union truck driver, and I drive a dump truck at a power plant owned by the federal government. Thank you, Joanna. I like this houseboat too. Uh, it could be just a little bit bigger, but I'm cool with it. I don't need nothing huge. Well, I'm only like 30 minutes from Nashville. I'm in Gallatin. So yeah, I'm right down the road. And I'm actually my union hall is in Nashville. I'm out of I'm local 327 Teamsters out of Nashville, Tennessee. So what kind of job you talking about? I'm actually on the list to be a driver for like movies. Like when they're filming TV shows or movies in Tennessee, like they're supposed to be calling me to drive for that. And I think that pays more than what I'm making right now. And they say you get to eat like steak and lobsters. And love you, Deb. I'm sorry that my internet sucks. Thanks for tuning in. I'm hoping like hell this Wi-Fi or the cell phone booster fixes my internet. Oh, you're in Hendersonville? That's what's up. That's right down the road from me, bro. I'm in Gallatin. You're right next door. Mm, I'm already starting to itch, man. I hate that. So I listen to Jordan Maxwell all day today. I don't know why I listen to that so much because it's like he says the same things over and over and over and over, but I never get tired of it. How much does it pay though? And does it have benefits? Like I have really good medical insurance and dental insurance. I have a pension. Uh, but I mean, I will look into it for sure. Just it depends on. I don't want to. I don't want to make less money, and I can't like I would take less money if I could smoke pot, because I can't smoke pot because of my truck driving job. But I can't smoke pot anyway because I'm on parole. But once I'm off parole, I do kind of want a job where I can smoke pot. Yeah, it's new. Anna, you want to see a close up of it? I'll get it back down for you if you want me to bring it up here. Um, no, I don't really make any money from YouTube yet. Like, so I'm like partially monetized. Like, see, there's like the little super chat button down there. Like, people can send me like $2 or something like that. But I'm at like 34 or 3,500 watched hours. So I need like 500 more watched hours before the end of the in 365 days, which I'm well on track to do because I've got almost the whole thing. Like, I've only had this YouTube channel, what, 4 months maybe? So all I got to do is get like 500 more watched hours, and then I'll be like fully monetized, and I will get paid like ad revenue or whatever. But to make any like real money, you have to have like viral video. You know, you got to have like, I think 100,000 views pays $100. Like, if you get 1,000,000 views, that's like $1,000. So my highest watched video right now is the dumbest video ever. It's about me when I hit that gangster disciple dude, and they told me I had a warrant and I went to jail. And then I had told a whole about the cartel trying to murder me, and it got like 500 views or something. You know, it makes no sense to me. But you never know. I might hit a viral video one of these days. That's what I forget what JD was trying to tell me. The video that like kicked him off. So I know this other dude named Patrick. He was on After Prison Shield 2. He's the guy that was talking about having PlayStations in prison. He made a reel on Facebook, and it went viral. It got like millions of views, and all it was him and his girlfriend like breaking up ramen noodles and cutting up Slim Jims and making a hookup to some Kevin Gates music playing in the background, and it got like millions of views. And he's got like 11,000 followers on Facebook and 2,500 YouTube subscribers, all off of that one little video. Hey, thank you, Mother Shipton. I appreciate that. It's good to see you too. Appreciate all you guys being here. Sorry it's been so long since I got on here. I don't know. I did have that week off, and pretty much I spent it either riding my motorcycle or being. Oh, I'm going to show you guys something. Y'all want to see something cute as hell? It says, I love Jake. I went to a restaurant with Jake. That's from my little niece, Adelaide. She's like 6. My mom just found it laying around somewhere. She had just drew that one day. But yeah, I got that on my refrigerator. I'm proud of that. But all my little nieces and nephews, they all love me, and I love them. My mom called me the other night and said it was dark out, and my niece Whitley, she's 3. She saw headlights pulling up in the driveway, and she said, "I think it's Uncle Jake. It is. It's Uncle Jake." And she was all happy because she thought, that I was pulled up. But then it was her mom and dad, and she was all sad because it wasn't me. So my mom had to call me and tell me that. I don't know. You want to see my new axe? I got some new knives and stuff too, but one awesome knife, I left it at my parents' house. And then a couple more axes I put in a glass case for sale at my best friend's tattoo shop. I'm going in the axe selling business. The knife I got, it's kind of like this one, except it has a big skull on the end, sort of like this. Yeah, right. This is all handmade. I have videos of this being made and the shield. I got you, Anna. I can hook you up for sure. Damascus steel raindrop pattern. Yeah, that shield has a 6 carat sapphire in the eye. You know, Odin like stabbed his eyeball out so that he could open his third eye and be psychic. Um, Pretty good. Like I was shut down from work. You know, I had like a week off. I finally went and rode the dragon's tail of the dragon out in East Tennessee, which is something that had been on my bucket list of things to do that I wanted to do. You know, when I was in prison, and I said if I ever get my life back, that was one of the things I wanted to do. I think I've done pretty much everything that was on that list except for go to Bonnaroo. Hey, Azathoth, YT, that's the homie right there. We talk about some. That guy's in the know. It's been a while. I haven't heard from you in a minute. I listen to Jordan Maxwell all day. Talk about esoteric things. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I was kind of like, I don't want to say I was depressed because that makes me sound weak, but I've been super tired. Like when I went years for you too. Nice to be with you too. Um, I went for years without being able to sleep at all. Like I might have slept 2, 3 hours a night and still wasn't even tired. And it's weird. And now like I come home from work, I do take that. It's not Benadryl, but it's like Benadryl. It's an antihistamine. It's called Vistaril, and I do take that to sleep. So maybe that has something to do with it. But it's like I can't get enough sleep now. Like I last night I took the pill at 6 o'clock and was like, all right, if I take it at 6, I should be asleep by 8, which I didn't go to sleep till like 9:30. But I wake up at 4 in the morning and it's just like I gotta peel myself out of bed and I'm driving that dump truck, like slapping myself in the face, like just wishing I could go back home and go to bed. Like I'm tired all the time. So I need some excitement, more excitement in my life, I guess. Yeah, it worked. Like the reason why I take it is because I don't want to stay up all night and not get any sleep and have to go to work. But the main reason I take it is because I itch. Like I had I got this weird itching condition, man, and I'll scratch myself till I bleed. Oh, I just saw this, Joanna. I'm off parole January of 2028, unless I can talk them into letting me off early, which I've been trying to do, but my PO, he kind of likes to ignore me. Oh, speaking of POs, he texted me today. I haven't heard from him in months. Um, and I've got to send him pictures of, yeah, yeah, Jay Jones, like hit me up. I don't know how we can exchange, like, if you got Facebook, hit me up on Messenger. My Facebook is it's my government name, Jacob Gentry, and there's a pink moon behind me. I'm at. It's actually a photo from my trial. I'm in a suit and tie, looking straight up at the ceiling. You know, with that pink moon behind me, it looks like I'm looking straight up at the pink moon. Um, but yeah, definitely send me your number, and we'll talk about that job for sure. Um, and yeah, I told you, Joanna, I'm supposed to get off. I get off January of 2028, so I got like 3 more years. While I'm thinking of this, I'm about to grab a check stub and take send my PO a picture of it. Oh, I got a new phone too. Oh, and I got this. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I'm on the laptop, but everybody's saying, like my videos are always sucking because nobody can hear me. So I got this little lapel. It's a microphone I can like clip to my shirt. I haven't tried it out yet, but I will be soon. And I got this new phone. So no more crappy phone anymore. But all these check stubs I got. And my bank account is still the same. I think I have a spending problem. I'm no good at saving money. I need a super hot girl to like force me not to spend my money. I don't know if that would work or not. But a lot of times super hot girls can make me do stuff that nobody else can do. Let's see. 9, 12, 24, 4, 25, 24. Oh, that's from when I first started. So yeah, I gotta find like the most recent check stub and take a picture of this. May 2nd. Nope. Well, not always. My last one was she would spend my money like she didn't care, bro. And that was like the last like date we went on, man. I flew her from Pennsylvania to North Carolina to come see me. And like I ain't even trying to be petty, but like she knew that I was trying to save up my money to buy a house, right? And I'd already took her out to eat like twice that day. We'd already been out to eat twice. And she wanted to go out and eat again. So I'm just like, all right, we go out to this burger place called The Habit and get some burgers. And I'm just like, I'm still full from all the food we ate earlier. But I'm like, I don't need no fries. I'll just get a burger. I'm cool. But she wanted these truffle butter French fries that were like $15 or something. So I'm like, all right, if you want them, get them. Then we get back to the room, my hotel room, and I'm just like, what happened to those French fries? She's like, oh, I left them in the car. And I was just like, this bitch. She just made me spend $15 on some French fries and then just left them in my car. And that's when I knew it was over. June the 11th. Dude, I'm so unorganized. June 27th. I need like a OCD chick. That's a hippie that doesn't want to spend any money. That's not too much to ask, is it? July 3rd. Right. That chick was like super entitled, man. She had like I don't even want to talk about her, man. She sucked. She was super hot, but that was the only thing she had going for her. I'll tell you. Well, she had the nicest butt I ever saw in my life. That was the only other thing she had going for her. But everything else about her was trash. Oh, I just heard it ding too. All right, I got you, bro. Yeah, I just heard the messenger go off. That's weird because usually if I'm not friends with the person, I didn't think it would do that. I thought it would like I'd have to go in there and look that I had a message request. 10:10. So that's pretty recent right there. Put that one to the side. Hell, that might be the most recent. No, I think I have one more after that. 10:3. So I should have one from 10:17. I think, yeah, this week I ain't even going to get a paycheck at all. It's going to be zero. September 26th. July 18th. So what else, y'all? What do y'all want to talk about? There's there ain't a hell of a lot of people up in here. I wish like 1,000 people would come up in here and we have a really popping ass conversation. What's Jay these days? He's talking about putting chomos in wood chippers. Here we go, 1017. I think that's the latest one. Oh, wait. 1024. That's the latest one right there. That's it. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about chomos. So my buddy Clark, the reason why he was on Soft White Underbelly is like we were in. That's just how I know this guy. We were in jail together. I think me and him were the only two like murder cases in the jail at that time. But Clark, he, I don't think he would care for me talking about it. He talks about it. Exactly. So yeah, I'm about to put JD on with Clark and give him Clark's number and put them in contact and have Clark be on JD's, do an interview with JD. But anyway, so Clark was like 11 years old, and he was his parents were friends with this guy that was actually a cop at the jail that we were in, the Sussex County Jail in Sussex County, New Jersey. That's where we were housed. This dude was not even just a CO; he was a lieutenant, and the dude was a chomo, and he was like a Boy Scout leader, and he raped him when he was like 11 years old. And if you guys want to like hear the whole story, it's like trauma. All you got to do is go on soft or type Clark Fredericks Soft White Underbelly. It's like trauma, redemption, and revenge. I think is what it's called. But anyway, yeah, he grows up and he's having a bad day one day. He sees some dude that fucked him over out of some money. Then he's seen Jerry Sandusky on TV. Oh wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot you were in New Jersey. Yeah, you're in like Newark. You're in the hood. Um, so yeah, he seen Jerry Sandusky on TV, like smirking with a suit on, and he was just like, a friend of his. He was talking about seeing the guy that owed him money, and like his buddy was like, "I bet that guy's number one on your hit list." And Clark's like, "No, actually, he's number two." He said the guy that raped me when I was a kid's number one, and that was the first time he ever told anybody about it. Well, his buddy was like, "Let's go see him." So he's like, "All right." So dude gets a knife, goes over, kicks the guy's door in. He said the dude's sitting there watching TV, and he just turns around and sees he just got his door kicked in. And he goes, "How you doing?" Like, no fun raping little kids now, is it? So anyway, yeah, he was facing life in prison just like I was, and he ended up only doing 5. He had been in the county jail like 5 years, and they offered him 5. I think 5 with an 85 for second degree voluntary manslaughter. So he took it. He did like a year in prison in Northern State in Newark, where you're at, Joanna, and got out. And now he's a motivational speaker. Matter of fact, he just had a book come out that's like, it was number one on some Amazon list for pre-orders or something. Like, maybe it hasn't come out yet, but I just saw a post from today where it was like number one on some kind of Amazon list. But anyway, yeah, Clark's cool. Clark does way more burpees than me. I'm trying to get like that. I'm still not in shape, you guys. I don't have time. Like, I know I need to just make time and just before I do anything else, jump up there on top of that boat and do me some burpees and some pull-ups, and bang them out, some dips, and don't do nothing else until I do that. And it's all about priorities, I guess. But the last time I started doing it, man, like, I guess I'm just old, and my elbow, I don't know if it's tendonitis or what, but I could feel I was hurting myself. I was getting ready to hurt myself. And so I kind of backed off that for a minute, but it's time to get back up there and give it another shot now. Maybe I healed up and I'll be all right this time. Man, it feels hot in here. I got my air conditioner on. So What else is new? What have you guys been doing? What do you guys think I should make my next YouTube video on? I should have made a whole video of that tail of the dragon. I did put a little clip of it on my YouTube, but it was weird. Like my phone just kept. I think it was a space issue because I only had like so much space, so it kept cutting the video off. So I only got like a few little clips. But now that I got this new phone with like 512 gigabytes, I shouldn't have that issue anymore. And plus, it's got a way better. Oh, Abby, Valkyrie, funny seeing you here. Abby stood me up when I went to do the Tail of the Dragon, you guys. It's true. You believe that? So yeah, some dude ran off in the ditch today. A guy that he don't even really work for my company. He's a subcontractor, like he's employed for my company. Like they pay. He's like it's an independent trucking company, but like we had a guy with our company that flipped a dump truck 2 weeks ago, and long story short, we got shut down for a week, and then when we came back, they were like, if there's any more incidents, this whole job is getting shut down, and we're all going to be looking for another job. Well, today, some dude ran off the road. Like I said, he don't work for the company I work for, but he's subcontracted through us, so we don't know. We might all be getting fired. Okay. Story. Man, I was just saying something the other day, and I was like, I've not told that on my YouTube yet. I should tell that on my YouTube. And now I can't remember what it was. Let me try to think. But yeah, I was just thinking of something the other day, and I was like, oh, that's a crazy story. I always do that. I always think of things, and I'm like, I gotta, I gotta remember that, or it's like I need something from the grocery store, and I don't write it down, and then I totally forget. Like, oh, what was it that I needed? Um, so Kevin, yeah, BB, she's doing good. She sleeps a lot, man. She's super lazy. She's laying here at my feet. Um, her skin problems are still bad. Uh, I've done everything I know to do. I put salve. A girl named Katie King, um, that I met through YouTube. She lives in Arizona. She made me some salve and sent it to me, and I've been putting that on her, and that nothing really helps it. But yeah, she's still alive and kicking. She just turned 6 the first of this month, or well, the middle of this month, I guess you could say. Not long ago, a couple weeks ago, she turned 6 years old. So 6 times 7, she's 42. We're the same age, me and BB. Not really. I'm 43. I'm about to be 44 in about a month. Um, man, that's crazy. I don't know why I can't remember that story. I guess if I talk long enough, I just say what comes in my mind. I get that a lot. Like people trip out when I tell them how old I am, quite often. So, did I ever tell you guys my owl story? I don't think that I have. Uh, or maybe I have. I forget what I've said and what I haven't said on here. All right, that's what's up. Uh, well, I don't think you're saying that's why I look so young because I was put in a coffin for a decade. Um, could be. I kind of think it's more magical. It's a placebo effect. You're only as old as you feel. Like, you know what I mean? They could give people pills that ain't shit that are like sugar pills and tell them that it's some medication and it's going to cure them. And science has proved that it will cure people. Just because they think that it's helping them, then it helps them, because it's actually your mind that does it. So I think if you feel young at heart, then you will look young. As above, so below, as within, so without. Magic. Well, you'll have to remedy that, Joanna. Don't feel old anymore. Feel young and happy and invincible. Right. Yep, that is very true. Law of attraction. What am I going to eat tonight? Hot dogs, maybe. I got a pack of hot dogs. I, I Googled it last night. I was like, how long how long do hot dogs last? And it said 2 weeks. I've had this pack of hot dogs way over a month, but I don't like throwing food away, and I'll eat things that could very possibly give me like salmonella and botulism and kill me. But just because I think that I'm badass in my mind, that I never get sick. I eat the most, I eat the most questionable things. I'll leave stuff out for all night long and don't even refrigerate it and still eat it. Probably shouldn't do that, but I've been lucky so far. But yeah, I need to eat that pack of hot dogs. I got chili. I got some raw onions I can dice up and some nacho cheese. Chili cheese dogs with onions. That sounds pretty dope. Right. What am I doing for Halloween? It's supposed to rain. Actually, it's wait no tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night is Halloween. It's supposed to rain all night tomorrow night. All right, sweat. You gonna go to it? I kind of want to go. I like going down there. I like kicking it with those people. Right. I want to go to one of their dances, like one of the bonfires. That would be something to experience. I like those people down there. Kind of wish I was a little closer, but it gives me a reason to ride my motorcycle out there. I can't believe you stood me up, Abby. That was foul. I knew you were gonna do that too. When I was at the gas station, you're like, "I'm gonna take a little nap." I'm like, "Yeah, it's over with." Um, I bet that was cool. I went to uh, New Year's Eve in Times Square one year. Actually, the year before I got locked up, '07. '07 to 0, when it turned from '07 to '08, uh, I went to that ball dropping in Times Square. Or actually, you couldn't even get into Times Square because it was so crowded. They had it all shut down. But I was in Midtown or whatever you want to call it that night. And then I got locked up 8 months later. I got a 2012 Ducati Diavel, 1199. I didn't say I may not have time. I just said I'm not gonna have a lot of time. I mean, hell, I could have stayed as long as I wanted to, really. But even though I'm 43 years old, I'm still kind of a mama's boy, and my mom was like super scared, and she thought I was gonna die, and she was never gonna see me again, and she was worried about me being out after dark. And I really don't want to ride at dark anyway, because I did like 120 miles an hour the whole way back down I-40, and when you're at night like that, if there's a blowout, tractor trailers, like they have blowouts and leave big chunks of rubber in the road, something like that, and pitch blackout, you can't see it coming, and all of a sudden it's up on you, and you can't swerve, like it's over with, you're dead. Um, if you wreck going that fast. especially on the interstate. Somebody's gonna run you over and kill you. So I am like super sketched out. Like I try to be pretty safe, as safe as possible. So I'm not gonna drink and ride the motorcycle. I'm not gonna ride the motorcycle if it's wet out or if it's calling for rain. And I don't want to ride the motorcycle at night after dark because it will get you killed for sure. Nice. Yeah, I've never rode a Hayabusa. I did have a R1, and it was pretty scary. And it's weird though because I swear the R1 seemed like it was faster than my Ducati, but the R1 is 1,000 and the Ducati's 1,200. So maybe it's just because the Ducati is like more comfortable, so it doesn't seem like you're going as fast. I don't know, but yeah, that R1 it was pretty it was a little bit scary. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, I was thinking about actually bringing the Ducati down here to Gallatin and keeping it here at the boat dock. But I already had a Lincoln Navigator and a Nissan Altima, so I was like, man, I don't know if I should have 3 vehicles down here or not. But I let my brother take my Navigator to Texas, so now I only have one car here. But yeah, I would kind of like to run that thing on the track. How do you like it? What do you got, an Altima or a Maxima or a Versa or a Leaf? I like the Altima, man. It gets 40 miles a gallon on the highway. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't know. Like I needed this. I wish I had somebody to help me with my whole social media. You know, like that's why I kind of like doing these lives because I can get on here and talk to you guys. Like when I think about making videos, I'm like, well, what do I even want to make a video about? I know JD, he's up there. Everybody's talking about P Diddy, and I don't know. I don't want to be like everybody else. But if I true crime stuff, like I listen to like police interrogations and stuff while I'm driving at work. Right? Yeah, for sure. And I haven't like uploaded a video, and it's I guess since I did the 3-part story on my uh the story of how I got charged with murder. Um, right. I do need to like upload a video every day, but then I'm just like, well, what do I make it about? Actually, I haven't sent this to my parole officer yet. Let me just do this while I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, I like talking about magic, hermeticism, occultism. Uh, so, but like true crime, I could just comment on. That's what a lot of people do. Like, just I still don't really haven't learned how to use the OBS software where I can like put a video in the background and like talk about what's in that video, like make commentaries. Like Jumpsuit Pablo, that's all he does is he plays those jail calls from prison. The Wade Wilson and all them dumbass girls that put money on his kiosk, and that's all he does is sit around and listen to him and make fun of Waderkis. Bye, Azathoth. Thanks for stopping in. Right? Yeah, maybe I just need to like ask Chat GPT, what should I make a YouTube video about today? and just do whatever Chat GPT tells me to do. Robots never steer you wrong. Let's see. Boom. I'm taking pictures of my pay stubs for my PO. There's one. Okay. Send it. Send it. So I thought there for a minute I was about to be getting a house. Actually, my brother might, and I might still, but I don't know. My brother, he don't know what he wants to do, but he was talking about it. So he wanted me to trade him my like 15-acre inheritance of land for his house plus $50,000, and I was like, I'll trade you even. Uh, and anyway, so the last thing he said was let's get it appraised, let's get the house appraised and get the land appraised, and then we'll talk about it. But who knows? But yeah, that would be kind of cool to have a house again. But I think I could live in this damn houseboat forever. I don't know. I say that now, but when it gets cold, I might change my mind. But I don't know if this little heater right here is gonna. I don't know if this is gonna keep me warm or not. This is what I got for heat. I might have to get another one. Uh, so well, it's definitely not cold yet. It's like 80 degrees here. It's almost November, but it won't be long. I'd say within the next couple of weeks. Like it there for a few days, it got down to like 40 something in the mornings. But still, I don't. Like I used to get super cold all the time and like bundle up, wear thermals and hoodies and coats and everything all at the same time. But now, when I, like last year when I was in West Virginia, I drove a truck and I would take like 5 dudes to work every day, and they'd be all bundled up in my truck, and I'd have a t-shirt on and I would have the air conditioner on. Yeah, like I'm always hot too. So I'll be all right, I'm sure. But yeah, it's 80 degrees right now. I got my AC. Oh, I know why it's hot in here because I only had the AC on low. I just kicked it up a notch. Now it's gonna get cold. Maybe I should play some. I don't know. I need to quit spending money. But the new Call of Duty 6 just came out. I know if I spend $60 on that game, I'm gonna play it like twice and never play it again. I'm still cool with playing Black Ops 4, but I got a friend in Amsterdam, and that's cool. Like I'm meeting people from like the other side of the planet. Like I've been talking to this chick in Germany and another girl in Australia, and but they're like on the exact other side of the world. So pretty much when I'm awake, they're asleep, and when they're asleep, I'm awake. So it's kind of tricky uh, getting your time together. You know, kind of like with Eddie in Amsterdam. Our times are so much different. It's weird. Like we have to time it just right. Mm. Oh, JD delay. Takashi 69 back in the feds. Good. Fuck that guy. Set. Create new contact. Mike Jones. Send message. Yeah, that's a travesty. Went to Amsterdam and didn't even smoke. I'm going to Europe, man. As soon as I'm off parole, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go all over the world. I'm gonna go to Australia. I'm gonna go to Germany. I'm gonna go to Amsterdam. I'm gonna go to London. I'm gonna go to Paris. I'm going to. I might even go to Egypt, Mexico City. I want to go see some pyramids. That's. Oh yeah, I said I've done everything on my bucket list, except I've not done that. All those things. I want to go see all the pyramid, Teotihuacan, Chichen Itza. I want to go to Machu Picchu in Peru. I want to go to the Valley of the Kings in Egypt. I want to see the world. Has ever done any of that? This girl I've been talking to in Australia, she let's see, where she lives looks super awesome. She lives like right on the beach in Australia.
So I'm just at the beach taking the doggos for a walk, and this is how amazing it is.
But yeah, I definitely want to go to Australia. My grandmother, before she died, she told me if there was anywhere in the planet she could go, it would be Sydney, Australia. I don't know why she picked that. How many of you guys knew that Australia was started as like a prison? It was a prison colony. That's where England sent all of the criminals. Have any of you guys ever seen that movie Quigley Down Under with Tom Selleck? I remember that one long, long time ago when I was a kid. I wonder if Santos Bonacci lives in Australia. Probably. He's like an Aboriginal Australian. I'd say he lives over. He might be in New Zealand or something, but I think he's Australian. But Santos Bonacci is super cool. He's like an astrologer. He's a wise man. But man, I wish that girl Cheyenne, that she was in the last live that I was in, and she's watching from the reservation in New Mexico, and she's Navajo, and she said that her elders said that I was good people, and like all the Navajo elders like watch my YouTube, and they like me, and that was super awesome. I wish I would have hooked up some like a Zoom call. I want to, like I was telling Abby, I like to go to that sweat in East Tennessee and talk to those guys. Um, but I want to talk to around for a long time, especially old people that haven't been like programmed by television and the world, this bullshit ass world we live in. Like I want, I want to know things, and I want to talk to like medicine men and shaman. I want to drink peyote with the medicine man. I want to do ayahuasca in the Amazonian rainforest. What do y'all know about any of that stuff? Right? I don't know. I mean, I could talk to him about it, Abby, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a sacred space, and I don't want to pervert it, if that makes any sense. I mean, I guess, it's all about your intentions or whatever. Sharing that with people, as long as you're like are respectful, maybe they wouldn't care, but maybe I don't know. All right, I'm down to camp out there. You got to bring the tent though. I'll cash app you some money. You can buy a tent. Or I mean, I don't have to ride my motorcycle out there. I could throw a tent in the trunk of the Altima. What else would we need? Tiki torches. Tiki torches, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of those guys are like, well, not all of them because they had chicken at the little meal that we ate after the sweat, but I think some of those people are like uh, vegetarians. That's cool. So did you hear the last time when I was like, or no, I think you had already left already, but I stayed behind and I was talking to the old lady that plays the drum and the older guy, and I was telling him like this is magic, you know, like all magic is the same. Like they're talking about the four directions, the north and the south and the east and the west, and the colors associated with them. But like from the things that I studied, like the colors are different, and I was telling them that like in like I guess this is Jewish magic, like Kabbalah. The the north is associated with it's the earth, and everyone has like a different angel and everyone has a different element, and like the angel of the north is Uriel, and the magical tool of the north is a pentacle, and Raphael is the guardian of the east, and the wand is the magical tool, and the color is light blue, and it's the air, and the Michael is the guardian of the south, and the sword, the sword of Michael is the magical tool, and fire is the element, and the color is orange. And Gabriel is the guardian of the west, and the cup is the magical tool, or the chalice. And it's like women's intuition, and the color is green. So, yeah, I find occult sciences and studies to be very interesting. There's masculine and feminine elements to all of it, like the Kabbalistic tree of life. Like basically, the Kabbalistic tree of life in Freemasonry, you have the two pillars, the twin towers, the pillar of Jachin and the pillar of Boaz, and one is white, one is black, one is male, masculine, and the middle pillar is you, and it's basically your chakras, your crown chakra, which in Kabbalah is called Kether, or the crown, and then you have your third eye, your throat chakra, your sacral, your you know what I mean, your stomach. Then you have one in your butthole. Um, but anyway, yeah, that's the middle pillar in the Kabbalistic tree of life, and there's like Bina, Chakma. Bina is the the form, and Chakma is the force. So, like the male ejaculation is the force of creation, and the woman is what forms the baby and creates the life. And it's just, it's all, uh, because like, especially like Hermetic principles, like the laws, the, the law of attraction, the Hermetic principles, and all those things, like as above, so below, as within, so without. Like you can apply them to so many different things, and it's true. They're universal truths. Well, we're losing people. People, people ain't into it. They rather watch P Diddy videos. I'm surprised he ain't been hung up yet. Well, maybe it's time to end this live. It looks like everybody's falling off. Y'all want me to keep going? Are y'all ready to wrap this up? I'll stay if y'all want me to. Um. Oh, that's what's up. Um. No, I don't really. You mean do I have a video that I've uploaded talking about the Kabbalah? No, I don't know if I'm well enough versed. I mean, I guess I could come up with a video on Kabbalah, but I just feel like I'm not like a master of anything. Like I don't really know shit. I feel like I've just barely scratched the surface. Like there's so much to know, and I know I'll never know all I want to know. But yeah, I could talk about it. Seemed like I did a bunch of videos talking about magic, like the law of attraction and the angel numbers one, and then like the psychics and the visions. Tattoo tour. What do you want me to do that right now? So you've seen this one, this owl. I think you've seen all my tattoos, haven't you, Abby? Not that I've been naked in front of you or anything, but so this is a Cadillac. Back when I was a youngster, I actually I'll make a video of my tattoos. All right, yeah, I can do that. But yeah, I got this Cadillac tattoo. Like for many years, that's all I drove was Cadillacs. I've had every kind of Cadillac you can drive except for a CTS-V and an XLR. I think I've had every other Cadillac there is. Um, but when I was young, I worked in a Cadillac plant. I actually lost part of my finger. I crushed, like they put it back together and like put a metal pin in it. But yeah, my pinky finger is all backed up because I crushed it off in the Cadillac plant. Right? Well, yeah, you're right. Uh, yeah, keep coming with the ideas. So this is. I remember when I got this. Or wait, no, I didn't have this part. I didn't get this till after I got out of prison. But I started. I did this on myself in prison. That's me in the electric chair because I felt like the world had like thrown me away. Right. So that's me in the electric chair flipping everybody off that sent me to prison and took my life away. And then that's me like frying and my body or like my soul coming up out of my body that's being executed, like the soul of vengeance coming back to get even with everybody that did me wrong. Uh, so yeah, this Abby, you got this tattoo. I seen it. I seen it on your Instagram. That's why I like you. Um, so you know what that is. Everybody that don't know what that is, that's called a helm of awe. It's supposed to like it's a magic spell. It makes you invincible. It makes everybody afraid of you. Uh, there's another owl. That's my grandma and grandpa. I had a motorcycle falling over on a trailer once, and the clutch lever was like broken off. And I reached out to catch it, and it fell into my arm, and the clutch lever went straight into my arm and made a big gaping hole in my arm. So my grandpa's face is a little jacked up. He looks a little like Sloth from the Goonies now. That's my mom right here. It's my mama. And that's my dad. And that's Popcorn Sutton. I wanted to go to the Popcorn Sutton Jam this year. Oh, I went to Robbinsville too. And that's where Jim Tom lived, but he's dead now, so I didn't get to meet Jim Tom. But I always wanted to meet Jim Tom. Everybody asks me if this is Abraham Lincoln, but that's not Abraham Lincoln. That is Jesse James. And so Jesse James's grandfather is my 5 times great grandfather. His name was William James Sr. So yeah, he like pretty much invented train robbing. And he was a member of the KGC, which is the Knights of the Golden Circle, which is a Freemasonic organization, which is kind of something that I am not really like. I don't know, like 2 of my friends are Freemasons, but I don't want to get into that too much. But I think you guys know how I feel about that. But I like that tattoo anyway, like Jesse James. No, but if he hadn't been a Freemason, probably nobody would ever have even heard of him. But what other tattoo? Oh, that's a Thor's hammer. I got, without getting naked, I got like my legs are all tattooed too. But I have a giant octopus on one leg. It starts up on my hip and goes all the way around my leg down to like on top of my foot. I have, I just got wolf. Let's see if I can get to it without naked. Okay, yeah. I just got this. Pretty cool. I have I have like the blindfolded. They call it like Lady Justice, but that actually comes from an ancient, you know, goddess called Ma'at, which is like a symbol of like balance. It's like why she has the scales because you know the universe is binary and you're supposed to have like balance, I guess. But anyway, I got that. Like me, my lawyer, and like the legal aid secretary were all supposed to get matching tattoos when I won my trial. Yeah, I did. Um, I got a couple in prison actually. I got this in prison. Um, oh yeah, I got these runes on my fingers. Uh, what else do I got? I got a bunch of eyeballs. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see them. I told you, Abby, I could hook you up. I know the dude. What runes? This is Sovio, Tiwas, Ansus, Raidho, Sovio, Iwas, Dagas. Sovio is the sun. That's like there's 2 kinds of light. There's the sun, which is like the light of the day, and then there's Kenaz, which is a torchlight. It's the light in the darkness, and they all have like different little meanings. Like Tiwaz is that's a T, and it's the symbol of Tyr, and Tyr is the god of war or like male masculinity, and it's like the same as like what the Romans would call Apollo and Mars. It's the planet Mars. It's the god of war, male, masculine energy. Anzus is communication with God. Um, Radho is travels. It's a wagon wheel. Um, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I told you, Abby, I got a guy. I can hook you up. He's really good at like Norse, tattoos like Odin and Viking boats, and he could definitely hook you. That's the type of tattoos you were wanting. I met a guy at the gas station the other day, and I saw his tattoos, and I started to talk to him, and I'm like, "We go to Smithville." And he's like, "Well, I go out there to Fred to the tattoo shop." I'm like, "Oh, well, that's where I'm going right now. That's my best friend." But yeah, my best friend had done his tattoos, but he was just a random guy I met at a gas station. It's called Revelation Inc. in Smithville, Tennessee. Look him up on Facebook. You can see his. Or if you go on, wait, you don't even have Facebook, do you? We're not even friends on Facebook. He has Instagram, so look him up on Instagram. His Instagram is called Dreaded Fredlock. That's his Instagram name. What? Okay, yeah, I did answer your question. I did have tattoos before prison, but I didn't have. I wasn't all tatted up like this before prison. Like my back, I have a big like phoenix across my back. I had that before prison. Um, and I had that Cadillac tattoo before prison. Had that ever since I was young. But yeah, I got most of these tattoos all within like the last 10 years. Hmm. Fred, the guy I'm talking about, dreaded Fredlock. Look on Instagram. DADDFREDLOCK. Somebody just came up in here. Who is it? Who do we got? Yeah, Fred's badass. He's got hella. You can look at his. Oh, we got another person in here who just came in. But yeah, I asked JD last night. I'm like, "You got any idea when that interview's gonna come out?" He's like, "Man, I got to do some editing." So I guess that means it's gonna come out whenever it comes out. But hopefully that'll get me a couple more YouTube subscribers. But yeah, I wish that girl Cheyenne would come back in here. I want to talk to her again. Cheyenne, if you watch this after the fact, hit me up. I want to talk to the Navajo elders. That's super awesome that she said her elders like me. That was like the coolest thing I've heard in a long time. Oh, and she said her aunt or her aunt. Do you guys say aunt or aunt? Um, but yeah, she said that I had a like magnificent aura or something like that. I hope my internet's not. Who else still in here? Ask me some questions. What do y'all want to talk about? I'm not using this phone yet until I get a case for it because I'll drop this and break a $1,500 phone the first day I ever take it outside. So I'm not taking it out of this boat until I have a case put on it. I got the case for it, but I don't get mail here. I get all my mail to my parents' house. So next time I go to my mom and dad's, I'll get the case and put on that new phone. And I'd say my the quality of my videos will probably get a little bit better because that phone is way better than the one I've been using. What if the water freezes? Yeah, water ain't freezing. Does water freeze in East Tennessee? Yeah, I don't think it gets that cold here. I've seen the water freeze up in Michigan. Like they ride snowmobiles on the lakes and stuff up there, but it don't get that cold here. What? For real? Yeah, I've never seen the water freeze over here. Like big lakes, you seen a big lake freeze over? Yeah, mud puddles and stuff will freeze. Oh, nice. That's what's up. What video game you playing? Yeah, I know where you're at, Abby. I was just there last week, waiting for you at a Harley Davidson dealership. Oh, I got some shirts. Oh, let's see. See if I can find one or two. Here it is. Why the devil face? Are you gonna do something bad to me? Should I be scared? I did. I got it the day you stood me up. I got this one too. I got this while you were standing me up simultaneously, the exact same time. That was my reminder going off to tell me to take pills. Pills. I'm pretending to be upset. Crusader Kings 3. I'm not pretending, Abby. I was genuinely upset. But it's okay. I forgive you. Um, Strategy games like turn based, like Final Fantasy. Is that considered a strategy game? Or like Age of Empires? Yeah, yeah, I forgive you. I'm a very forget. Oh, I know a story I could tell you guys. There's only 5 people in here right now to hear this, but and probably maybe 200 people might watch. I think my lives get like 200 or 300 views. This is a true ass story. What I'm about to tell you right now, and some people might think I'm insane for saying this, but it is what it is. Like this, what I'm about to tell you is 100% factual, and it's kind of like I kind of don't know if I should even tell people about it because I feel like I might have done something wrong. I'm just gonna tell it. So this made me think of it when I said I'm a very forgiving person because I'll forgive pretty much anything, man. I don't hold grudges and I don't get mad that easy. Um, but I was in prison in like this drug program, and they make you all get in like a circle, and they go around in a circle, and everybody has to talk, and the the subject for the day was forgiveness, and it got to be my turn to talk, and I'm just like, man, I don't know what to say, so I just start talking, and I said, what I just said. I said I'm a really forgiving person. I don't really hold grudges. Like I'll forgive just about anybody of anything. And I said, but there's one person that I don't forgive. And I said, I know this is crazy. I'm about to tell this on the internet, but I can't help it. It's true. I said, I know you don't like hearing people say, "Oh, well, somebody put me here," or I'm here because of somebody did this. I said, I know what I did, and I'm here, because I did what I did, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that. So I was in there for selling drugs, and I said, I've never been a thief or a liar or a scumbag. I've never anybody. I've never broken into anybody's house. I've never stole nothing from nobody. I've always been what I considered honest. I mean, I guess the whole just selling drugs in general is dishonest. But, at the time when you're doing drugs, you don't really think of it like that. I justified it in my mind because, like, how many kids I know that doctors give them Adderall? You know what Adderall is? Like Ritalin and Adderall? It's amphetamine. Amphetamine salt. It's basically meth. It does the same thing to you that meth does. It's a stimulant, a hardcore stimulant. And so I justified it in my mind. But anyway, I said, the guy that set me up did it because he got in trouble. The dude was a gypsy, right? And I didn't know this at the time, but I guess like I was watching TV one day, and like there's a show all about gypsies, and it was showing them, and they were paving driveways. So I found out like that's a gypsy hustle. That's a gypsy thing. Like they do driveway sealing and driveway paving. Like they go door to door. Well, this particular, I don't know if they all do it, but this particular gypsy, he would go around and he would talk old people into giving them half the money up front for him to pave their driveway, and then he wouldn't pave the driveway. He would just spin off with their money. So he got criminally charged for like taking advantage of like elderly people. So to get out of those charges, he set me up. He asked me if I could get him, and I did it because I was greedy. And he offered me a bunch of. I should have known whenever he agreed to pay me what he was going to pay me. Okay, so you know some gypsies. But anyway, I'd never really messed with any gypsies. Didn't know. I knew like people said gypsies are scumbags, but I'm always like, like I'd never known anybody, and I just, you know what I mean. Like I wish that I would have like stereotyped him and was just like, oh, well, people say gypsies are scumbags, so this guy's probably a scumbag. But anyway, he offered me a bunch of money. I did it, and he set me up. And so anyway, I'm in prison, and we're talking about forgiveness. And I'm like, man, the all I ever wanted was to have a house and to have a door that I can lock where nobody's gonna come and steal all my shit, and I can be safe at night. And you know what I mean? Is that so much that's all I wanted in the whole world. And that's why I was doing what I was doing, was just to get myself a place to live. I just got out of prison. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I didn't, or a window to throw it out of, So I justified it in my mind. I was like, well, if I got to do this just until I get on my feet, then so be it, which was definitely the wrong move. I wish I could go back and take that back, but I can't. And that's why I'm on parole right now, is because of this. But while I was in prison, talking about forgiving, I said, I don't forgive that dude. I said, this dude lives in a $500,000 house with brand new trucks all out, 3 brand new trucks in the driveway at all times. When his trucks get a couple years old, he'll have a whole new squad of brand new ones. And all that dude does is fuck people over. He's a scumbag. He's a liar, a cheater. You know what I mean? Like, he's a piece of shit. So, and I'm the one, and he's out there doing the same thing, fucking people over. and setting people up to get out of trouble and living in this big nice ass house while here I am with nothing. I just lost everything I own, and I'm doing a 10-year prison sentence. Am I worse than him? I've never stole nothing from nobody. I never set nobody up. I never lied to anybody. I never took advantage of old people. Am I a worse person than he is? Do I really deserve to be here? I said, I don't forgive that guy. I said, he don't deserve to live in that house. I said, I hope a tornado comes down out of the sky tonight and destroys that whole house. And, then the group was over and everything. And that night when we go to bed, do you guys remember a few years back when like those tornadoes like wrecked Cookeville, Tennessee, and Donald Trump came to Cookeville, Tennessee? Well, Donald Trump stood right across the street from this guy's house because that whole subdivision got taken out by tornadoes that very same night that I said, I hope a tornado comes down out of the sky and destroys his whole house and everybody in it. And it was crazy too, because everybody knew that I was like making runic talismans, and I was studying, magic sorcery books and stuff. Like I was in this one class, it was a class to like teach you like skills for success or something, where they teach you how to fill out job applications. But all during that class, I would be in there with like a hermetic magic book down inside like I'm looking like I'm studying the stuff for the class, but I'm really reading about magic, and the teacher knew it. And on my certificate for the class, like she called me the wizard, and like my certificate from that says Jacob the Wiz Gentry. And but everybody knew that I was reading about magic and stuff. And then when I said I hope a tornado comes and destroys everything this dude's got, and then that tornado came that night, like people were like, oh shit, like don't fuck with that dude. But yeah, that's a true story. But that's fucked up though, because a lot of people died in that. And like I would, like, what if I have that as a karmic debt? Like what if I have to live like 100 lifetimes to make up for that because I wished them tornadoes to come down and do that? And every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So I would have never wished that for innocent people to die, or for innocent people to lose their homes, or for any of that to happen. I was just like venting that guy didn't deserve all those things that he had. But right, yeah, but like children died in that. Like I think 19 people died. And like I said, Donald Trump came to my town. Like Donald Trump stood like right across the street from this dude. He lived across the road from where I stayed with my grandpa. And yeah, like Donald Trump came there and stood right there in ground zero of where those tornadoes came out. And you could literally walk out my grandpa's back porch and see Donald Trump standing there talking. Oh, where does it tell that, Abby? It doesn't tell me that. It just says there's 11 people here and 17 likes. But I guess every little bit helps. Like I'm trying to get them. I need 500 more watch hours so I can get fully monetized. Then after I'm fully monetized, they can't ever. I don't think I have to keep getting views after that. Once I'm monetized. But if I don't get to 4,000 within a year, I think it starts back over. So I really got to get 500 more within the next like 6 or 7, 8 months. Yeah, I'll probably be able to see it once I'm like done with this. What's up, Night Rider? Wood Chipper 2024. If like I don't even really believe, so I can't vote because I'm a felon. But even if I could vote, yeah, of course Trump seems like the better candidate. But like when you've like studied the world as much as I have, I've come to understand that it's all just theatrics. It really doesn't even matter who 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 wins the election. The same people are still going to control the world. The bankers, the Rothschilds, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group, the Trilateral Commission, like all the all the political fighting and back and forth and the debates and all that, that's all just a distraction. None of that, like, it's all for show. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if I could vote, which I can't vote, but even if I could, I wouldn't vote anyway because it doesn't matter. Hey, thank you, Janice. I really, truly appreciate that. I love you. I love all you guys for that matter. Every single one of you. We're all in this together. I was listening to this. It was called a treatise on ethical magic by Manly P. Hall. Um, I think after like so many years, I can get my voting rights back. My friend is a felon in West Virginia, and he can vote. Like, I guess in West Virginia, it doesn't matter. But I think after a certain amount of time, like I think 5 years from the day my sentence is completed, which technically right now I'm a TDOC inmate because I'm on parole. So I'm doing time right now. I'm just doing my time on the street with a job. So my sentence will not be over until January of 2028. So about 3 more years and a couple months. So then after that, I'll have to wait 5 more years after that. So in 8 years, as long as I stay out of trouble, which I fully plan on doing, I should be able to get my gun rights back. I care more about my gun rights than voting rights. Not that I want to like kill anybody or anything, but when everybody else has got them, I'd feel a lot better if I had some. My little brother, man, that dude is packing. That's all he does is buy guns. He's got a gun problem like I got an axe problem. I can't stop spending money on axes like this. And that is sharp. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying so in in like magic, right? You have the left hand path, the right hand path, and the middle path. The left hand path is like the Luciferian path, and basically it's yourself over everybody else. You use everybody to better you. You know what I mean? You basically use everybody. Yes, ma'am. Um, my brother's been killing a bunch of coyotes. He killed like 5 coyotes in 2 nights the other night. He's got thermal scopes and he shoots them in the. I might I should say that might not be legal. Allegedly. Um, but so then the right hand path is basically the opposite of the Luciferian path. It's like you understand that we are all one big collective consciousness, and you know, you are me and I am you. So what's good for you is good for me. So basically, you put everybody else as high. You don't put them over yourself, but everybody else is equal to you. So you basically love all of humanity as a whole, even the assholes, and want what's best for us all. And then there's the middle path, which is a kind of a balance between both. But if I had to pick a path, I feel like naturally I'm more of a right-handed path person. Even though I did summon a tornado once that did a bunch of damage. Like, or no, I shouldn't say that. I think it was just a coincidence that I was talking about. I hope a tornado comes down and like that. That really kind of like bothers my conscience. Like, I may have to come back to be like I'm trying to evolve spiritually, not like devolve, if that makes any sense. But really, I was just like, I wasn't even. I don't know if I want to say I didn't mean it, because I mean I did kind of mean that, I, but I didn't. I didn't want for 19 innocent people to, or I didn't want our whole town got like just like half the damn town got destroyed by those tornadoes, and I would hate to think that I had something to do with that, which I really don't. I think it was just a coincidence, really. But that is a crazy story, and it's a true story. So now, what do you guys want to talk about? Should I get Black Ops 6? Even though I don't even play multiplayer, the only thing that I do on Black Ops is play the zombies. I wish you could just buy the zombie part of the game and not have to buy the whole game. But I keep trying to like halfway talk myself into buying it. But it's like I have an angel and a devil. One saying buy the game, and another one saying no, save your money because you're not even going to play it anyway. But it would be cool if I had a like so back in like 2017, 18, I had this squad of chicks, and we were all like friends on PlayStation, and anytime I got on, they would be on there playing zombies. So like anytime they see me get on, they bring me in their party, and I just like I had this group of girls, and it was funny because like dudes would always be trying to like talk slick to them, and they would like cuss them out and have these dudes so mad, like screaming into the headset, and I would just be sitting back laughing about it. But it was cool. It was cool to have like a, a little clique of friends, to play that game with and have people to talk to. But this is cool too. What I'm doing right now, I got some friends on YouTube. All right, yeah, like so. Yeah, how do you stream video game like Twitch? Right, you have to get on Twitch and like um. So yeah, I think they don't have crossplay on the older Call of Duties, but I think the new one that just came out, I think it has crossplay. So I think if I bought Black Ops 6 on PS5 and bought it on Xbox, I think we could play together. Anna. But yeah, I don't know anything about streaming video games. I know my little nephew Waylon, he wants so bad to be a YouTuber, and I guess his mom and dad told him that I'm have a YouTube channel now, so he knows that I do it. But he wants to he wants to play Plants versus Zombies and like stream it, which I really don't think that's all that bad of an idea, because the kid, all he wants to talk about and all he has time for is Pokemon. And I try to tell him all the time. Like the other night, I was like, I said, Waylon, you really need to start learning about music, or learn, teach yourself how to play guitar, or do something that you would have something to show for it. All this time that you spend worrying about Pokemon and learning about all these different types, and like he will talk forever about Pokemon. Yeah, yeah, Waylon is a cool name. But I'm trying to like steer him into something more constructive than Pokemon, because I'm like, look, I said, do you know that you're being tricked right now? That the people that invented Pokemon, they did that so that you would spend all your time on Pokemon and not learn anything like that's going to make you really smarter. At the end of the day, Pokemon is not going to get you anywhere. But Waylon is a really like, trying to think of the right word. like maybe eccentric. Like he's a lot like me. Like I was a super weird kid too when I was little. And he said like a couple, "Hey, Katie," right? Um, yeah, I told him what Pokemon was. I told him, I said that is just to distract you and to take up all your time and make you stupid, so that you won't have time to learn anything else. Um, I have seen Joe's GTA role playing game. I thought about getting on there, but it's like I'm scared to like start that and like get hooked on it and then stay up too late and for had just I have an addictive personality. Waylon is 8, Abby, but yeah, I'm afraid to get on that the after prison show game, and I'm afraid to get addicted to it and be losing sleep and be up all night playing video games while I'm supposed to be sleeping for work. Like I feel guilt. Like when I do, every now and then I will get on and play Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies, and I feel guilty. I'm like I could have been studying something. I could have been learning this Tool song. Here, let me show you guys something real quick. I've been wanting to learn this song forever, and I still don't know it. Let's see, maybe I need a pick. I could play like the first part of it, but this song is like 15 minutes long. But I really want to uh, be able to play this whole song. Does anybody know that song? So that song is called "Invincible" by Tool. It's like 15 minutes long. Like that's like hell yeah. But I really want to be able to play that whole song without messing up from front to back and sing it too. And it's like like the timing is super like weird. To like it's one of the only songs that I have trouble like singing and playing at the same time. Um, right. That's what I'm saying. Like if I play video games, I'm like I should have been practicing guitar or something. You know this song? Whoops. I need a guitar with a cutaway. It's hard to play down here on a dreadnought guitar like this. Angels on the sidelines, baffled and amused. Why did Father give these humans free will? Now they're all confused. Monkey killing, monkey over pieces of the ground. Kid Rock version has a version of Riding too. Don't these talking monkeys know that Eden has enough to go around? Yeah, it's hard to do that. So, really, Kid Rock has a version of Riding too? Because if so, I want to hear that. Maynard James Keenan from Tool has a version of Rocket Man by Elton John. Has anybody ever heard that? The sun is setting here on Old Hickory Lake. You guys want me to play any songs? Anybody got any requests? I saw Tool last year in Charleston, West Virginia. I was going to show you my shirts. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. You did hear me play Kid Rock. Let's see. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah. She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rugged man, learning how to feel up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Yeah, I like that song. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them. If you did, and all the science I don't understand, it's just my job 5 days a week. Rocket man, rocket man. I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Think it's gonna be a long, long time. I'm a rocket man. What other badass songs are there to play? How about this song? Let's see. I like playing songs I've never played before. Um, how about this song? Just song you with a smile. Cut you like you want me to. Cut that little child inside of me is such a part of you. Ooh, the years burn. Ooh, the years burn. The years burn. I used to be a little boy, tall in my shoes, and what I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? The killer in me is a killer in you. smile over to you. Somebody just texted me from Germany. Surprised they're not on this live right now. Nobody got any requests? If I know the song, I could probably play it. Like if I know it in my head. But if it's a song I never heard before, then I... Mucho gusto, me llamo Bradley. I'm horny and Ron Jeremiah. And if you wanna get popped in your knee, just wipe that look off your body face. You hate me cause I got what you need. Pretty little daughter that we call Mixie. And if you wanna get deep physically, it will be over in a minute if ya. So she told me to come over and I took that trip. Then she pulled out my mushroom tip. When he came out it went drip, drip, drip. I didn't know she had the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip and it went, and the girl caressed me down, and that's that loving sound it went, and the girl caressed me down, and that's that loving sound when I kiss Mixie, makes me feel sensitivity when she kissed my neck and tickled me fancy. The right kind of love on a Sunday morning. Yo quiero otro lado, es donde viví. Con mi hijita que se llama Mexi. Su hermana sí me quiere. Y ahorita tenemos un bebé. Man who saw the world. I don't know if I know how to play the song, but I might be able to figure it out. Depending on how hard it is, I think I can make it happen. That's a Sublime song. It's probably a true story. Let's see. C sharp minor. F. D minor. We passed up on the stair. The smoke wasn't where, although I wasn't there. That sounds like the wrong key. I said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. We never. C sharp. Oh, C sharp. Never lost control. Your face, the face, the manners. C sharp. Oh yeah. So the world. I don't know. A lot of times these tablatures are wrong, or maybe I'm just not playing it right. I laughed and shook his hand, made my way back home. I searched for a man stare. I walked a million hills. I must have died alone. Oh shit. Long, a long, long time ago. I don't have a bass, so I could probably figure out that little bass line. I know some other Nirvana songs. Let's see. How's that one go? Molly wants a cracker. Think I should get off her first. Think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. Now, what's that next part? How does it go? Yeah, I forgot how to play that one. How's that one go? Let me see here. Where did you? My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. Her husband was a hard-working man, just about a mile from here. His head down in a driveway. Well, but his body never was found. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. I'll figure out how to feed the turtles. Now, I don't know that I'm fired, but like we might all be fired. We yeah, some dude ran a truck off in the ditch today after they already said if there's any more accidents at work, we're all fired. But the guy don't work for our company. He's a subcontractor for another company. You want to hear some Alice in Chains? I like this song. What's up, Norma? Never coming home. Hey, I wander my own road. Hey, hey, I can meet you there tomorrow. Say goodbye, don't follow. Misery so hollow. Hey, you living life full throttle. Hey, you pass me down that bottle. Hey, you can't shake me around now. I get so lost and don't know how. Lost my woman, forgot my friends, things I've done and where I've been. Sleep and sweat, the mirror's cold. My face is growing old. Scared to death, the reasons why I do whatever to get me by. Think about the things I said, turn the page, just going dead. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home. The weather out here in the IE. What's that? Inland Empire? What's IE? You guys ever heard that song? It's called Don't Follow. It's Alice in Chains. Basically, it means don't do what I did. He threw his whole life away for drugs and alcohol, and he's telling you it's a dead end road. Don't follow me down this road. That's what that song's about. Oh, thank you, Janice. I'll play for you anytime. I'm glad I'm still in this world too, Happy Love, because there's been a lot of times in my life that I could have easily not been here. And that, I mean, I know I'm here for a purpose, or I wouldn't still be here because I should have been dead like 30 times already. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate all you guys. Sorry, like again, sorry it's been so long. I'll try to. I always say that I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna start getting on here and do more lives, and I have to be in a certain type of mood, I guess. And well, I'll tell you what really did it was getting sent home early from work. I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting home an hour or two early for work, so I got no excuse. I should have worked out for like 30 minutes, then went live. But I haven't even took a shower or anything after being home from work. So, and barbecue, that sounds like a good idea. I got to cook some hot dogs that are getting too old in my. But yeah, I'll be all right. I got a little money saved up. I can go on unemployment because I like it, and it's only 5 miles away. A lot of times I've had to drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours to go to work, and then 2 hours back, and that really sucks, especially if you're working 11 hours and driving four. Then you really don't have any time. Yeah, well, I told you I was going to be back normal, and here I am. I always keep my word, except for when I say I'm going to start doing more lives or making more videos. I just get stuck, man. And like for the last week or two, I guess I was like, maybe I don't want to admit it, but like I was in I was asking myself that today, like, why am I so sleepy all the time? Like, am I sad about something? Am I depressed? Am I lonely? Like, what's up? Because I went a long time, like I said, for like years straight, couldn't sleep a wink. I'd be lucky to get 3 hours of sleep a night, and then I still wouldn't be tired during the day. Now I'm sleeping like 6, 7 hours a night, and I'm still tired as hell all throughout the day. I'm slapping the shit out of myself at work to wake myself up. See my new Viking stuff? You like my shield? I love my shield. That thing weighs like 60 pounds. It's solid oak. Anybody else got any more requests? Oh, I did I did Nutshell. I made a video in Nutshell. That was like one of the first. I love that song too though. Chase misplaced face up at the time, and yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, no place to go home. I feel better dead. It's funny you say that, Norma Joe. My boat is leaning to one side, not just because of that shield though. Like it's heavier on this side because my bathroom, like there's like a bunch of boxes of tile on the walls in my shower. I did a tile shower and all those tiles are heavier than hell. So my boat does sit just a little bit like that. It's cool though. I don't notice it. What if I put a marble on the floor if it would roll that way? Probably. Um, but, oh yeah, I didn't see that. Happy Love. I don't know if you're still here or not, but yeah, I've been hiding. I guess hiding from the world. I'm always thinking about making YouTube videos, but then I'm just like, well, what am I going to talk about? So like, the only thing I know to do is just come in here from work and just hit the play button and hit the record button and go live and wait for somebody to come in here and talk to me, and then I just talk to you guys. I need a I don't know, maybe it's a Sagittarius thing, but we're not Sagittarius people are not known to be very organized. So it's like or make plans. Like I just kind of go with the flow. But yeah, for me to ever like have a good YouTube channel, I'm gonna have to like have a plan of like what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, and not just hit the record button and start talking. But I watch other people's YouTubes so I watch JD Delay and Jumpsuit Pablo and Joe Guerrero, and I could just like emulate everybody else, but then there's that voice in the back of my mind that's like, why do you want to copy everybody else for? Like, you know what I mean? Right? What time is it getting to be? 6 o'clock. I guess I'm about to take my pill again. I took it at 6 last night, and I think it was 9:30 before I finally went to sleep. So anyway, I'm gonna take it. I'll take one right now. Hopefully, still have a job tomorrow. Hydroxyzine, right? Yep, that's how I guess that's how I see it. Que sera, sera. If it's what will be, it will be. I need kind of need something to drink with this. So I'm just gonna raw dog it. Well, you guys, um, has anybody got any more questions for me? Genuine, real, honest, talented. You're worth the time of watching, just like you are, real and raw. I appreciate that, Janice. I hope everybody else thinks so too. Right on. Hey, thanks for stopping in here. Pafician. Pafician. I don't know how to say that. What kind of flag is that? So it's 6. So you got to be in Europe somewhere. Is that German? It's red and white. No, German flag has got more colors in it than that. That would be something to know, like to memorize all the flags and everyone. Isn't there like 300 and something countries on the world? That'd be cool to be able to point every single country out and know the flag of it. That'd be something worth learning. That's the type of stuff I'm trying to get my nephew Waylon to learn, because he's smart. He can tell you any damn thing in the world about Pokemon. And I'm like, bro, you got to use your mind for something other than just that. When I was a little boy, my grandmother used to say, Jacob, honey, you have a mind like a steel trap. Latvia. Nice. That's what's up, Alex. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all you guys. I guess I need to take a shower, make me something to eat, and try to settle my mind, try to clear my mind out so that I can get some sleep time. I'm so tired of being tired at work, but it had just been way too long since I, made a YouTube video or did a live. So I got home from work early and I said, "Oh, I'm doing a live," and I'm glad I did. I had a good time, and we'll do it again. And actually, all you guys, friend me on Facebook and just like send me Facebook messages, bug me and be like, "Hey, bro, do a live." And I swear to God, like if you ask me to do a live, I'll do it. Just because I'm like a super loyal person and I don't want to let you guys down. So if y'all want me to go live, message me on Facebook and tell me to do it, and I will. Yes, ma'am. Bless you too, Janice. All right, guys. Guess I'm gonna go. As bad as I hate to, we'll do it again soon. Okay. Love all you guys. Till next time.